ora, Sagittarius. Thanks for joining me. This is your reading for this, what is being talked about on the street. This full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, nearing the end of the Taurus-Scorpio axis in terms of eclipses, and these have been going on really for quite long cycles. So it's interesting times. And do check out the collective reading for a collective overview, but, you know, it might be of some interest to you, Sagittarius. Also, your moon, Venus and Jupiter, ascendant. And, yeah, these readings are very general, so take what resonates and just leave what doesn't. And thanks for all your likes, shares, comments. I always appreciate it. I really do. And, you know, it just helps these videos to get out to more people, to be seen by more people. And, yeah, so I hope this finds you well, Saggies, and let's get into it. Got some cards coming out. We'll just get a few more to jump, hopefully. And it's looking very nice. It's looking very nice. Okay. Wow. Got quite a few. Okay, so we're coming out here, Sagittarius, with the Four of Wands. This, in some decks, it looks like a homecoming, and because it sort of is, because as you see in the Thoth deck card of completion, it is a homecoming of sorts. We've completed some tasks. We've achieved something that we set out to do, and so we come home, don't we, within ourselves to a place of rest and satisfaction here. And the wheel is complete. And yet the fire, there's more ahead. There's more to do. Well, not to do, but there's more, you know, vitality left in us to achieve and to reach particular goals that we set for ourselves. The flames are still propelling this wheel. It's still in motion. Yet there's a completion that's occurred, which is quite lovely. Then we have the sun. Now, there's nothing about the sun that you could say was a downer or something in any way, or a bummer. This is about vitality and life force at its height. We would not be here if it weren't for this gorgeous sun. So we see Sagittarius, the Queen of Discs, doing a review of how she got to where they are right now. Doing a review here. This is in regards largely to our tangible world. We see the areas of drought. We see the fertile land. We've experienced that psychologically. We experience these things, what am I trying to say? You know, in a metaphorical sense. But it is a review card, because often before any great journey, is it not the way, we do a review view. We then have the Fool. We do go through and clarify, if I didn't say that before. We've got the Fool taking off, unencumbered. What's the Fool about? Fresh growth, new ideas, a heightened sort of fertility actually in the Fool. You know, it's a very, in the Thoth deck, we have a very prominent codpiece, male-centric, I know, but, you know, there's a heightened level of fertile action, you know, about to leap off. So it's really amazing then. We've got the sun here, we've got the moon working in unison. Possibly you are working in unison with someone else. The moon. We walk through the dark valleys, but we also bask in the glow of the silvery luminary. So it feels very nice, Sagittarius, at the moment. Let's go through, peel the layer back a little bit here. We're looking at the Four of Wands. This place of home, a completion, an achievement. We have a card here, and it's a court card. There's more, as I was saying, you know, there's more to come. We've got the Knight, fast moving knights, but this one, well, you know, it's very earthy, very reliable, very much there. A solid person possibly in your life, or potentially aspects of yourself as well, or someone in your world, as I said. But as I did say, if I remember, you know, this isn't the end. We see completion in this representation. The wheel will continue to turn because of the central fire point. It's not over, you know, this journey. Of course, we've got the Fool, but we also have this coming out to clarify that Four of Wands. We've got the Three of Wands. So this journey, I'm not getting hooked up into timelines, the concept of linear time at all here, but this is a journey. What we've focused on here, we've got this one ace behind us and two in front of us. If you dissect that and look at what Ace of Wands is and a Two of Wands, you know that the ace is an infusion of vital energy. It's like amping up your battery. It's like charging up that vital life force. The Two of Wands is knowing what your resources are, seeing them in front of you. And the Three of Wands is actually utilizing them. So these achievements and completions will continue on as they do through life. The sun shining brightly on all of this. The sun shining brightly on all of this for you. Let's just get one card to clarify the sun, please. With the Three of Wands also, I often think of it like a resting point on this pathway, on this journey, where there's nothing really in front of you that can trip you up. To clarify the sun, we've got almost another sun. We've got the Ace of Discs. And we've got the Eight of Swords. Very much a mind card, isn't it? All the eights are anyway, but the fact that it's a sword makes it even more a kind of mind zone, you know? I think you've overcome particular, what you in the past possibly have seen as self-limitations within your own, you know, selection of thoughts. Like, you know, I mean, I kind of see a table, you know, like you've got your repertoire of thoughts about how you think about yourself, and self-limitation is sitting there on this little dish, and you just thought, yeah, I'm over that, oops, and you throw it off the table and it disappears. I like that. I like that image. I think you've done that, which has opened up this doorway. It means you're fully ready to receive. But you have been receiving anyway. Do you know what I mean? This Queen, in terms of her review, is often before journeys, of course. Wow, this is really full on, Sagittarius. We've got the Six of Cups. People returning from the past, or just being in this, like fully in it. Giving for the sheer pleasure of it. The Six of Cups is at that point of balance and harmony, like perfect beauty on the tree of life. We're giving for the sheer joy of it here, like children do. Before we had a backlog of history, historical moments that kind of screwed our heads up. Do you know what I mean? It's a really beautiful card. And with that, we've got another ace. We've got another beautiful ace. A gift. And you're shaping form. You're making form of that as you're moving forward, as you go. It's like, you know, a great multitasking process here that you're going through. And it all seems very much based on, I think the last reading for Sagittarius was really like that, like a blooming, you know, a blooming of the soul, the self, the environment around you. This feels in the similar vein. You know, it's just glorious, right? So let's look at the Fool. The Fool. We've got the Seven of Wands. Standing up for your integrity or what your beliefs are. Are there challenges to that around you at the moment? Maybe you feel that there might be. Maybe you feel that. But with that, we also had and have, so we've got that Seven of Wands there. We also have the Two of Swords. Now, you know there's a choice that you're going to make somewhere along the line, because the Fool's here. The Fool has already made the choice, actually, to, you know, utilize this feeling of freedom, being unencumbered. It's works in motion, in progress, not only in the outside world for you, Sagittarius, but internally. It's happening sort of in parallel. There's a skipping along, holding hands, the external with the internal. I guess it always, I guess life is like that, isn't it? But there's a choice that is to be made, and it's a choice simply based on your intuitive abilities. So let's just look at the moon, because everything's so amazingly good and wonderful here. There's a freedom. And that decision or choice could be about anything. It could be work related, family, living, moving, traveling, you know, all of that when the Fool's there. We're looking at the moon. I mean, I do see a Sagittarian really charged up at this time. I mean, in the best possible way. Yes. Look, something quite wonderful in terms of something really exciting. We've got the ace. We've got another ace. We've got everything here except the Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands. We're looking at the moon. I think something is going to become really clear to you, like either within this sort of lunar eclipse, like now we what is it? Now we don't see it. Now we do. And there's messages and speed coming through. It's moving really quickly, quick. Maybe you're feeling a heightened sensitivity at this time with this Taurian, you know, full moon eclipse. But there's definitely another eight of Wands, communicado, messages, movement. Things start moving really quickly. Things start moving fast, which is good. On the bottom, we've got another 8. We've got the 8 of Cups. Level of objectivity within the realms of the emotions. Very useful, Sagittarius. We've got the Queen of Wands, kind of like you, here, shining. like a big sunflower. Powerful queen. So it's pretty interesting. Let's get a Brian Froud Pixie and Fairy card for you, Sagittarius. For you, Sagittarius. Just for a glamour. It sounded a bit strange. Look, there's a heavy dose of what I see as the wisdom of the ages here, guiding you along. I mean, I do feel that, but it's due, you know. It's like natural law, actually. We've got the oak men. We speak of communicado. We know that all of those root systems are communicating all the time with each other. But this is about, time. You know, what happens over time, the growth of time, the wisdom of time. You know, our very bones. It's quite interesting. The Oakman is about a level of wisdom and guidance. And then we have also with that Geo the slow. We're kind of zen here. We're going with it, Sagittarius. We know the sun comes up and the moon comes up when the sun goes down, and that all those trees are communicating, and that the plants will grow if everything gets what it requires. The seasons will continue, and all of that. It's natural law, and it's as if you're having that reflected back at you and within you. And it's really amazing. I think it's beautiful. And all good things to come. All good things to come. Rock mineral crystal for Sagittarius, please, if we can get one to fly out. Yes, we did. We've got Tiger's Eye. I think everyone's familiar with Tiger's Eye. Luck and new ventures. Oh, hello. New ventures. I do believe. Willpower, creative flow, and overcoming fear. That is all that is needed, overcoming fear. You're in creative flow, Sagittarius, at the moment. It's quite wonderful. On that note, I hope you enjoyed that. Got something out of it. Do check out the other readings, titles that stand out, or you kind of catch your eye, and do comment. Let me know how you're finding this time. It's been kind of challenging, but that is the nature of life. Sometimes everything passes. On that note, ka kite, Sagittarius, excuse me, and enjoy this beautiful full moon lunar eclipse.